Hey, this is Denise, and today's blogging tip is all about, I've written my post, now what? Well, first off, congratulations for getting it done. I knew you could do it. So at this point, you need to publish it so that the world can read it. I mean, that's the whole point of writing stuff, is so people can read it. So next, you need to get it over onto social media. And this is where it takes a little bit of finesse and a little bit of work. You want to make sure you get it on all your social media if it's good, really good quality content. Your stuff like a quote of the day or daily musings, not so much. But stuff that is actually your good content, you do want to share. Now, the prime engagement times for Facebook vary from, say, LinkedIn, which vary from Google+, which vary from Twitter and from Pinterest. So you want to make sure that you're posting on those sites during the time where they're going to get to be seen, where there's good stuff, where there's a higher chance of it being shared or reshared or retweeted or liked or commented on. For example, for LinkedIn, that's between 7 and 10 in the morning during the week. Okay, so for Facebook, not so much. That's going to be between 1 and 3 in the afternoon. Pinterest, nights and weekends. Completely different than all the other social media. So do some research and find out when is the best time to post. Or you can just look down below in the description because I've added it there. So make sure that that's in your social media strategy. If you're doing a repost where you're just rehashing or resharing old content, which is totally acceptable, totally fine as long as you don't go crazy like that, then maybe you do it at an off time. But that's not your prime social posting, so just keep that in mind. Also, you're going to, if you're on LinkedIn, which I do highly encourage, then you have the option of publishing, which is different than sharing a link. Publishing, you actually have to go into a separate section and write a post. You basically can copy and paste your blog post onto LinkedIn, and then you hit publish. It shows up as a different type of notification to your connections, and it's an easy way to start establishing your authority on a subject matter. So make sure you do that. Finally, there are other sites where you can republish your information, your content. One example would be easingarticles.com. The downside with doing something like that is that, well, the content that's used on that site, you're supposed to link back to it. The people who actually read and follow the terms and conditions are rather small. So you have a higher chance of plagiarism, where someone is stealing your content because they saw it on eZine articles. There are other sites where you can submit your URL and import your story, like Medium. Medium I love. It gives a nice clean interface. Lets you add additional comments in. It's very neat, very cool. And finally, you're going to look for other websites that are looking for content that match your audience. If you're writing about the virtual assistant industry, you may want to see if you can write for the IVA blog or for Virtual Assistant Bill for their blog. If you're writing about a general time management practice that you use that you have found to be very beneficial, you may want to find some blogs that get heavy traffic that are with David Allen's Getting Things Done protocols or something along those lines. So don't be afraid to share your content and get your content on other sites and to syndicate it. Until tomorrow.